Good morning, I'm Antonia, and today's top stories will include protests about women's roles in society, military changes, and an update on diseases and medicine. We will also be giving you a report on the weather, traffic, and some sports updates. Thank you, and let's roll on into our next topic.
Good morning, I'm Davina, and this is Maximilian, a professional woman respecter. So, how do you feel about women being valued mainly as a wife and a mother?
I would like to see some changes.
Wow, really? What are some things you'd like to change?
Apparently, women aren't equal to men. Instead of women's roles being staying at home and nurture a family, they should be more respected. They should have different jobs like farming, trading, entertaining, and government.
How do you feel about Rome being male-dominated?
Rome being male-dominated is nonsense because women are more than mothers and housekeepers. The only real work that women did as if they are slaves. They could be politicians since most political figures are men.
What do men expect from women?
Men expect women to stay indoors and make sure the household is tidy and perfect. All in all, we need to take action because women get no recognition for the work they do.
Who are the people that can vote in Rome?
Only men can vote in Rome, and men are the only ones to be able to be politicians.
Would you predict what will happen in later years to women?
Although I can't predict what will happen because politics are male-biased, I hope that there is a change for women and soon.
Thank you for your time, Maximilian. Now we will move on to our next topic with Cyprin, reporting with the sports update.
Thanks, Davina. There was a great fight today between Cato and Felix. It was very intense with lots of punches thrown. Felix won with a powerful uppercut, knocking his opponent out. In other news, there was also a great gladiator fight between Aeneas, Marcus, and Titus. Marcus came up on top after a great fight. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hello guys, Albus and Julia here, and we own the sock shop next to the Coliseum.
Are your feet always cold? Yeah. Wow! Well, come buy our socks.
For only 9 eras.
Whoa! I know, right? It's the cheapest sale of the year.
That's right, just come down to my shop by the Coliseum.
If you hurry up, you can get 1 era off. I'm making my way down now.
I'm so excited.
Well, come say hi and don't forget to buy. It's 1400 Coliseum Road. Go down to Grand Avenue and make a right, then you'll see deals that you can't fight.
Brought to you by The Sock Shop, 1400 Coliseum Road. Stop by, say hi, and don't forget to buy.
Sorry for this interruption, but we have some breaking news coming right this minute. Julius Caesar has been murdered. You heard me. I'm Leva. And on March 15th, 44 BC, I am here at Pompey's Theater with many frightened people. Here's one named Janus. How do you feel about this horrific situation?
I'm so stressed and frightened. I can't believe that he's dead. It was so unexpected. I can't believe someone stabbed him 23 times.
It is a very sad topic for all of us. How do you feel about how he was murdered by his own senators?
Well, I feel that he should have been more prepared, due to the fact that most of his senators did dislike him, but he dismissed his security force and was unprotected and by himself.
That is a good point. Any other thoughts?
I think that it's crazy that he only got one word out before he got stabbed.
Thank you, Janus. There you have it, folks. I'm Leva reporting at the scene of Julius Caesar's death.
Wow, such a sad event. Now let's get back to our main news.
Now I'm here with Dr. Sabina. So, is there any news on disease and medicine?
Actually, there is. A new study conducted found that the real killers and diseases are malaria and typhoid fever. And after close observations, I conclude that the summer months have the biggest death rates.
How many deaths are there per year?
There are over 3,000 people dying, 30,000 at most. And journalists urge people to flee the city into the country where there's cleaner air.
Is it true that elderly are the most vulnerable in the winter because of cold temperatures that weaken their immune system?
Of course, and children from ages 1 to 5 are also most vulnerable because their systems are still developing.
What do you think can be the causes of these diseases?
I really think that the poor sanitation and help the people treat the environment is the main cause. And our sewage system that we just built works really well, but it's a germ magnet.
I had no clue. Before you go, I have a few more questions. What types of medicines do we use and who influenced us?
Well, the Greeks had a huge impact on what we thought. And in the early years, we didn't believe in medicine or cure, but prevention. And public health sanitations were very common everywhere, and medicine grew out of what military doctors thought.
Interesting.
We do have painkillers, tools in hospitals. The surgeons always carry kits that have a scalpel and opium in them, and they always sterilize their equipment in boiling water.
One more question. How are the procedures done?
Well, the surgical procedures are performed using an opium and a scalpel mine as painkillers and acid vinegar to clean up the wounds. Unlike the Greeks, we have hospitals. And in our hospital settings, the doctors can see how the patients are doing and observe them.
Unfortunately, we do not have any more time left. Thank you, Dr. Sabina, for coming and updating us on our news on disease and medicine status.
Welcome to Roma's weather forecast. My name is Quintus. As you can see, it is storming out right this moment and is expected to continue until later today. The Romanian coast will be cooler than usual today due to the storm and the 10-mile-per-hour winds. In areas further to the east, it will be hot and dry. Reports of precipitation are occurring in the northeast. Tomorrow, a heat wave is expected with temperatures reaching 96 degrees. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Davina, now reporting some recent news on the military with Cicero, who is a professional with Roman Army.
Thanks, Davina. The army has been growing very rapidly.
Have you conquered any new territory lately?
Yes, we just took over the Greek city, Cyrene, and the Phoenician city, Byblos.
Very impressive. Are you planning to take over any more land?
Yes, we are about to take over Egypt and Naxos.
What weapons have made you so successful?
Our tactic is very simple. A sword, shield, and spear is all that we use. The shield and sword are the most important. The sword is light and short.
How do the spears come into play?
We have soldiers that carry 2 spears to throw at the enemies.
That's all the time we have for this segment. Thank you.
Now here is Cecilia with the traffic report for the morning.
Thanks. So the chariots on Colosseum Road are getting backed up and causing a huge traffic jam. The animals are going crazy, and there are a lot of rude gestures. We don't know when it's going to stop. So tune in tomorrow to see your daily traffic report.
All right, that's a wrap for this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Come join us tomorrow at RNN, Roman News Network, June 2nd at 8 a.m.
Adios. Bye.
Toodles.
Bye!
Bye, Felicia.
We'll buy your socks.
For only 9 errors. You had 1 job.
What they use? Would they put the sick person in a temple? Okay, yeah.
What's the funniest thing people have? What's the funniest thing Michael has said?
everybody's gonna do that one.
Don't skip leg day.
All right, that's a good blooper.
Ian, Emma, Michael, Delaney, Emma.